Welcome to another episode of Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting, and today I'm going to show you a PVC trap that I've set up. And this is a piece of 4-inch PVC pipe that's 24 inches long, and I've already cut it and spray painted it. Put a little piece of screen in the back of it. I'm going to show you how I made this. And after we talk about how I made it, I'll do another video. I'll take it outside, and I'll set it up outside and show it how it works. But like I said, I use a piece of 4-inch PVC pipe, and this one happens to be 24 inches long. I didn't get these dimensions by any reason other than this was just a piece of PVC pipe that was laying outside by my shed that was just basically trash that I have sitting around for the last 3 or 4 years trying to figure out what I was going to do with it. But anyway, I'll tell you what else we got here. And this is a graphite rod that I have a small piece of zip tie on here, and attached to that is a little clip, and I use these for trapping. I use these for spring poles, and I've spray painted this graphite rod as well, but I use these as spring poles. Alright, also some 550 cordage, piece of 550 cordage. Got a piece of green snare wire and a bone that I've had laying around for who knows how long. I don't even know what animal I found this from, but it's a bone that I used as the trigger. And again, I tied the 550 cord onto it, cut a little notch, attached the wire. So I'll talk about that in more depth once I actually get it set up. Used a small pencil. I used a rubber band, a screwdriver, 4 little screws, 4 small washers. I used a quarter just to draw a circle. Spray paint. I haven't used this yet, but this is glow-in-the-dark duct tape, and I thought maybe setting some of this inside the trap or whatever at night would help attract critters. But a Dremel. I have a sander, a cutter, a round cutter, and a small drill bit was what I used. Glue gun, some glue, and some 1/2-inch like rabbit cage wiring is what I used. So that's everything that I used to make this. So basically what I did, and I'll start at the back here, is I screwed in the screws on the washers, this wire, and then I cut around it, and then I hot glued it so that it would stay on. Now if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to leave this open, you could do that too, because there's other types of sets that you can use this for, as where it's so that the animal can go in either direction. But what I mainly plan on using this for, I only want the animal to go in one way, so I close this off and I didn't want to close it, didn't want to seal it off completely because I wanted to make sure that airflow could get through there and also light could get through there. So, and if I ever want to take it off, all I have to do is unscrew these and just pull the wiring off of the hot glue, but I don't think I'm going to want to do that. And then on this side, what I did was I measured up 8 inches and made a mark, and then I used this quarter and I drew a circle, and then I just drilled that out. Now with the slits, I went down 2 inches and cut a slit, and that's where I used the rubber band. What I did was I put the rubber band around the tube, and then I just traced both sides of the rubber band and just cut a notch in there for that. And once I did that, I kind of looked at it and thought, because this is where the trigger is going to go, and then this is where the noose is going to fit. And I kind of thought maybe it was a little close. So I decided I would go down another 2 inches, which is actually 4 inches up from the bottom. And this is 6 and this is 8. But I decided to go down another 2 inches and make another slit. It's not going to hurt the trap to have those air holes, slits in there. Because nothing that I'm going to catch is going to get out of that. So I figured, you know, I'll have 2 sets here. I can set my snare in here, or I can set my snare in there. Or if I really wanted to, I could set 2 snares, one in each one of them, just to be doubly sure. But that's basically all I did. Now, I'll show you how this thing works real quick. In principle, basically all you do is, this is going to be the trigger, and I just tied me a piece of cordage onto it, and this will slip down and then lock in right here. There, see? It'll lock in. If you can see down in there, you can see how that sets like that. Now what happens is the animal's going to go in there, and once it goes in, to get at whatever's behind this trigger, it'll hit it, and when it hits it, this will pull up, and then the spring pull will cause the snare to set. But anyway, that sets in there, and then the snare goes into the slot. And sits around the edge there. There, make it white up. There we go. So what happens is the animal will go in, and when it hits this trigger, it'll be released, and then it'll pull up, and the snare will catch him. So what happens is that your spring pole sets behind it, and then this rope will attach to the spring pole like so, and then tension will cause the spring, bending it, tension will cause this on the spring pole will keep this where it's at, and then when it's hit, it'll release, and then it'll pull the snare up and catch the animal. But that's the trap. That's how I built it. And in the next video, I'll take it outside, and I'll actually set it and show you how it works in actual use. Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. Please subscribe, please comment, please like my videos, and watch as many of my videos as you can possibly watch. Thank you very much.